Welcome back, fam. All right, welcome back. Hope you guys are having fun. Um, what are we going to be doing today? Let's see. Well, last time we got this queen, she's waiting for the nuptial flight. So there's that. Our instinct, the gene is ready. Now all there is to do is wait for the nuptial flight. Wait for the nuptial flight to start and have the gene fly out. If waiting is taking too long, build a thumper. All right, yeah, that's something I haven't bought yet. So we have 7 minutes and 30 seconds until the nuptial flight. We have one gene waiting. So it seems like if this only gives me one, all right, one of the genes, which are the diamond things. I remember I learned last time these diamond things are actual genes. And every time they go down, you collect more genes and stuff. So we will see what type of how many we get. I'm not exactly sure if it's 1-to-1. So one of the princesses give us one gene. So we'll take a see about it. And when we do, we'll figure out what we're going to spend that one gene on. I'm probably going to get this so we can expand our miners out instead of just this is it and that's all. So I'll probably get this. I mean, we could get this. I'm not exactly. I'm like, I think this might be like level 2, increasing it up to having 2 stories. Kind of like this would be 1 story, and then you could build on top. We'll see. While we're waiting, I'm gonna run it through and give you, if this is the first time you saw this, give you a rundown of how things are. So down here, I have a little bit of. I used to have a lot more. I ended up using them to make the queen. But down here, we just have collecting energy orbs. They live forever as long as you keep filling up with energy. And when they need to go get energy, you come over here, which is actually fed from here. I also have this little gate here that says if it's less than 50, all right, fiber, to let ants in here, and they'll come down here and start collecting more and more of this fiber. And that's a self-closed system. Don't need to do anything. We're collecting the rubble over here. This is how we make concrete. This is our primary source of... Whoa. What's going on here? What is going on here? Why? What? I'm so confused. Why are you guys not moving? Is it just... I think it's... There's just too many. I think there's too many. Oh, that's hilarious. That is really hilarious. All right, it is kind of flowing. I kind of hit a limit of so many ants that it literally plugged this up. That's hilarious. So those are going. This is going to get eaten as fast as they can possibly do it. All right, so this is our factory floor. We're making the iron, copper, concrete, glass. We make light bulbs here, copper wire here. I'm gonna have to add some more pod workers to that. I end up switched. It's because I switched over to iron ants that my population isn't shrinking steadily. So, oh, that's hilarious. That was funny. Anyways, so over here we are collecting energy pod Mark IIs. We're almost maxed out. I'll probably throw down another one. This entire thing is supposed to be based on me trying to collect all of the piles on this route. Ooh, something happened. I used to have pod workers here, but now they're all gone. Wonder what happened. Apparently they died. I'm gonna have to reset that up then. That's fine. That's fine. So, let's see. I'll see when we get the nuptials. All right. She's taking off. Kind of curious on what's going to happen. He's just going to go off the... Wow, that's a lot of freaking drones. Okay. Thinking, it just kind of leaves? Yep, that's what it looks like. Wow, each one's an hour long? I didn't know that's how long the nuptials were. Alright, let's see. Continue progressing through the development tree until you've unlocked the battery worker ant. Well, let's go take a look. Where is this battery worker ant? I thought, you know, the energy pods were the battery workers, but I guess not. So let's take a look to see where the battery worker ant is. Acid press hazmat ant. Oh, there's the battery worker ant. Similar to the iron worker, the cast offers an alternative way to boost population at the cost of resources. Its body is composed of batteries. Okay. Cool. That is about halfway from the top and bottom. Cool. All right, so where should we spend our point? Like I said, I'm probably going to do this because we need to start mining stuff. So we'll just get that. Cool. All right, because we're working on getting the miners. So, oh, look at this. There's nothing to mine anymore. Now that we know how that works, basically we have to funnel these guys into here to make the queens and all that stuff. So, all right, let's I think it's about time we start doing an overhaul on this, on how everything is made. Now that I have an idea of where we should be focusing on. Basically, we should be focusing on trying to create these as much as possible. Because some of these techs, man, they are expensive. Like we could, oh, I could have gotten that. Oh, that would have made my life so much easier. That's fine. We could have got the fancy ants. But like this takes 3, that takes 10, the new inventor ants. So, wow, yeah, this takes 1 and that takes 1. So we're gonna have to design. I think I'm gonna keep most of this. I mean, a lot of this is functional. Like this is really functional. I think I'm gonna split this up because I was like, hey, why not? I'll just keep this all together because like the screws use iron just like the plates, but it kind of makes a mess. Also, to minimize resource loss, I need to elevate this up. I need to do something like this, where they're not carrying anything, but like when they need stuff, they can come and pick it up off of the dispenser and bring it down. And when they bring it down, they just go into the circle until they need more. Because I have a lot of issue with losing items. That's why there's trash cans here. So they can get empty their inventory before they get either refilled, repotted, or upgraded. So I do want to move that. And to do that, I'm going to have to redesign this thing, the main floor, which I wanted to separate the screws and the plates. So that's one thing. These, on the other hand, all I have to do is just lift it up, and I should be able to set this up and fix it up. I just move it up, add some plates up here. And then this should work fine. Do great. Because we're getting all these different resources. We're getting diodes. We're getting resin. I need to go over here real quick to check this. All right, cool. We are doing that. So we are going to move this guy out. We don't want him in here. He was unloaded all the larva out to go get turned back into pod workers. So what happened is, because this is full, they would come over here and they would just sit and wait. See all this? They would just sit here and wait. And because they need an empty ant to do this, they would just die. So I end up inputting a trash can there so they can empty their inventory before getting upgraded. So they'll get cleared out. So, all right. Not exactly sure what to do. Kind of have ADHD, so I'm like trying to figure out a good place to start. Once I start going, I just keep going, but finding that good starting point. I'm thinking I probably should start on this. I'm a big fan of, like, you got to start with the base. If you don't have a good foundation, and this is the foundation, you're not going to have good anything. So we can get this. I know the actual foundation is the resource collection, which is what they're doing over here. But that's more of out there. I'm talking about more foundation in the factory floor. So, all right, well, I will work on this and we'll see what happens. All right, so this is what I've gotten. I decided to just rebuild it because that's just what I do. I enjoy the act of building. Just one of those things. So one for each of the major resources, unless we come up across something else. All right. This is going to be the waiting room where they're going to be spinning in circles. I might increase up a little bit depending on how cramped it looks. I can go all the way to here, so I can add 2 more nodules. But essentially I have this connected to the stockpile. So if the stockpile is less than 100, then it lets ants in to come up here, grab whatever resource. It's probably going to be, this one's probably going to be glass. And then it immediately goes into splitter gates. And what I did is, because there's 4 furnaces, I split it up twice. So the first one splits them between top 2, bottom 2. And the next one splits it between the bottom 2 and top 2. It looks like they're all coming over here, but they're all separate, so they'll just go through. And they'll come over here, drop it off, and then get put back in the loop. And if they need more, then they'll send more. So I'll probably have an output here and an input here. Kind of like how I have this main highway where you got the main loop and then the old gate, the old loop. So I got one for each of these set up. I might be, no, doesn't look like I might be able to get rid of that. So, all right, cool. So that's what what we have as the furnace stacks. So the next thing is to set up the workshops, which create the single input, single output materials. These are 2 input, 2 output, or 2 input, 1 output factories. All right, facilities. So, all right. So, I'll be back when I figure that one out. All right. So, here's my idea. So we have the smelter stacks over here. All right. They're a little bit cleaner than the ones over there. We have these queues here where the ant will just sit here going in circles. Meaning we'll have less destruction of materials, because as it stands, they'll come over here and grab this, and unless the freaking thing needs done, they'll carry something and they'll just throw it away. All right. So this, they won't even touch the stuff unless we actually need it, and of course they're all attached to the proper gates. We got that. Now, I figure I can leave an entire bracket. These plate things. Not sure actually sure. Iron floor tiles. I'm going to leave this entire floor tile. This is going to be the main highway. In and out, and the pulling of the old ants out. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to run it yet. Not sure where I'm going to set the mama. But to go over the production. As it stands now, the only thing that has I plan for the future, because I might want to increase production of, you know, the screws or the fabric or the light bulbs. The only thing right now that I'm increasing production of is the iron plates, right? So I'll probably throw like, I don't know, 4 people in here, and all that extra one's just going to go around in circles trying to, you know, give them stuff, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll put 3 in there. Doesn't matter. I put 3 in there to get this stuff. Now, I'm probably going to... This is probably going to bite me in the butt, because, like, it does take a while to make the plates. I basically just put a splitter in there to let them go wherever they need to go. I might add a counter gate. That way only one ant will go in there and they won't try to back up, but it shouldn't be a problem to start with. I'll think about it. We should unlock new gates. Hopefully there's something that will make this more efficient. But at this time, it's just splitters. Sending them 1 ant down each of them. Keeping it even. So that way, shouldn't have to matter. So, basic setup. Got a queue. If we need more, let them in. Grab whatever product. Go make the product. Come back. Place the product. Get back in the queue. Some of these that require 2 things, they're going to have to make 2 laps. But that's fine. It's small enough. It should be compact enough. Yeah, that's my basic setup. I'm thinking maybe having the queen up here somewhere. Not exactly sure. So my next thing is the other production line is the 2 items. All right. Going to set these up. Not exactly sure how we're going to do this. Let's see. Do I just continue down here? I'm thinking about moving this stuff up closer over here. I'm also thinking about having an area with just mass storage and dedicate ants that pull, at least until we get like smart storage up and running, that basically pulls and keeps one of them full, but has like a whole bunch of excess, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably not going to mess with it, because all we need is make 1 more ant and we can get the smart storage, I think. Let's go take a look. Here we go. Smart dispenser. Say, this thing's cool. An advanced type of dispenser. Pick a material, and this dispenser will try to grab it from any suitable stockpiles available on the island. So, maybe, before I get this one up and running, maybe I make another queen? You know, a princess? That was a hassle doing that. I'm gonna have to make extra pot ants and all that stuff. And then I'll have to bring over Mark II energy, but that's fine because I have a whole bunch over there now. To unlock this, because if I unlock this, then my storage problems would be a thing of the past. Essentially, what happens is that what I will do is, because I want this to be our main island, I don't want to build onto other islands, I want to pull all the resources to us, to a central point. That's why I'm over here. I'm basically stripping all these piles off. I end up moving them over. Move this over. This is not even connected to anything. It's just there. All because like the other copper is full and they're sitting there still bringing copper over. I think when I get this design, I'm going to start doubling up on this, or to start flying back and forth to bring materials back. Not sure if that's going to be the most efficient way to get it back and forth, but right now I just have excess numbers, so I might as well just start pumping more flyers out, because I really don't have a use for them at this point in time, mind you. I know there's a bigger slinger. Oh, right here. So, I mean, I could try and come over here because I think this one, a ballistic device that can throw materials onto a stockpile. Materials can even be thrown to other islands. Don't bear in mind that it has a limited range. It must be assigned to a target stockpile. So maybe getting this would be more beneficial than a whole bunch of flyers. And I really wish it would complete other nodes to gain access to this. So what nodes? Like, do I have to go up this way? Bear in mind, like, that would require me to do another princess to get the fancy ants, which just look cool. They're supposed to be super fast. Oh, wait. Do you see that? They look like they have like little energy on their butts. It looks like Mark II energies too. Maybe they're refuelers so we can refuel them? That'd be cool. And if they're really fast, maybe I can just build those bridges and you go back and forth. Thinking about it. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure if there's going to be other resources that I'm probably going to have to do this. Right now, this is the only things, or the LEDs are the only things that take 3 resources. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to run this. This is even running. I turned it off. I don't need any LEDs. So these, on the other hand, probably need to get these up and running. So my idea is basically have a big old stockpile of just resources and just have them constantly bringing them in to build bigger and bigger. Not exactly sure. This is the new design. It's cleaner. It's sleeker. I'm going to try and be more efficient with my workers, because we're just stinking swimming in manpower, but we're not utilizing any of it because all of these are the pod workers, the refueler ants, and honestly need to make more refueler ants because all my jobs aren't being filled up. So like I can eat some of the ants that I have dedicated to these to fill these jobs up. So I mean that's one thing. So I'm probably going to increase that. So yeah, I'm just going to start building out this way. I'm not sure if I'm going to build, like, loop it, because over here, if you can see, I got a loop. I basically loop it around. I'm probably going to do that. Come down here, loop around, because I'm like, I don't think I'll need more than 3. That's why I left this open. So if I want to build more, all I have to do is just move it up. I do want plates, because these take plates. These floor plate panels, they take 1 plate a piece. So I want to keep making more plates. Plates are, that way I can make it all nice, sleek, efficient looking. Keyword efficient looking. Because I keep learning new things. I keep picking up little tweaks that I can come with through experience. So I'm not going to say it's 100% efficient, just like, Squad 12's captain. The notion of being perfect is not, it's anti-science. You can always be more efficient. Always. So always strive to be more efficient. So I think we're going to call that. I'll finish this up. We'll have this added into it, and we'll see where we're going to go from there. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I know it seems like it's kind of a whole bunch of not really doing much this one, but we are making more progress. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and as always, stay faithful.